And welcome back to Christenberry Fieldhouse on the campus of Augusta University, along with Blake Collins, Robert Ambrose. I'm John Patrick. We're getting set for our second game this evening. It's a big one between the Jags and the Patriots. Jags come into this ball game with a record of 19-5. They are 15-3 in the Peach Belt Conference, now just a game behind USC Aiken. Francis Marion comes into this ball game with a record of 18-5. They are 14-4 in the conference. They are just a game behind the Jaguars. We will get to our starting lineups after the national anthem. All right, let's go down the starting lineups for this evening's ball game. First of all, for the Patriots from Francis Marion. Again, coming into this ball game with a record of 18-5. They are 14-4 in the Peach Belt Conference. Gary Edwards, their head coach, Brad Dobbles, Trey Johnson, Brandon Funk, and Tracy Hemner are the assistant coaches. Starting at forward, a 6'4 senior, 220-pounder from Charleston, South Carolina, number 1, Jaquan Perry. Starting at forward, a 6'7", 184-pound freshman from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, number 3, Calix Stevens. Starting at guard, a 5'7", 160-pound junior from Ocala, Florida, number 4, Jaquez Smith. Starting at guard, a 6'3", 202-pound senior from Cartersville, Georgia, number 5, Ryan Davis. And starting at forward, a 6'3", 188-pound senior from Sumter, South Carolina, number 23, Brandon Parker. And now for the Jags, who come into this ball game with a record of 19-5. They are 15-3 in the conference. Demetra's in his 15th year. Drew Gibson, O'Neal Armstrong, his assistants. Starting at guard, he's a 6'1", 187-pound freshman from Baltimore, Maryland, number 2, Tyree Myers. Starting at guard, a 5'10", 185-pound freshman from San Juan, Puerto Rico, number 5, Miguel Howard. Starting at forward, the 6'2", 225-pound senior from Alexandria, Virginia, number 13, Tyvez Monroe. At forward, the 6'4", 215-pound freshman, or 215-pound junior from Sao Paulo, Brazil, number 22, Rafael Montero. And at forward, the 6'8", 219-pound senior from Bristol, England, the Peach Belt Conference Player of the Week, number 24, Dean Williams.
Yeah, John, this is a massive war coming up for second place in the Peach Belt Conference. Not only that, but this will also go a long way in determining how far Augusta can host playoff basketball here at the Christenberry Fieldhouse. with not only this game, the Georgia Southwestern game, but the 2 final road games at Aiken and Lander at stake. We could possibly host the semis and state champs. We'll see.
Aiken is playing UNC Pembroke tonight at the Convocation Center. So the top 4 teams are all tangling tonight. I'm not sure the 30-second clock started, so we had a whistle. Patriots will have the basketball. Smith gets it over to Davis. Davis drives in the lane, almost loses the handle.
Yeah, the Jags start out with 3 on the perimeter, 2 working underneath.
Davis drives in the lane, puts up the soft shot, doesn't fall. Ball is ripped away from Dean.
It's not often you see that happen.
High arcing 3 is no good. Rebound is pulled down, and Dean finally comes away with a rebound.
Great underneath presence from the Jags there. Feisty with the basketball, trying to get the rebounds and stop second chance offensive possessions for the Patriots.
Miguel with a left side 3, no good. Follow up by Tyvez, gets the first 2.
Just as you say it on defense, the offense, and especially Tyvez, though, says you can do that. I can do you one better underneath our hoop as well. And good position down low to come up with that rebound and connect with the 2.
Quickly inside, Miguel fouls. We'll count that basket, I think. Foul is going to be on Miguel Arnold, his first, team's first. It will send Brandon Parker to the line for the 3-point play.
And Miguel thought he might have cut a little bit of an elbow coming in, but regardless, good positioning down low from Miguel, just could not stop his body from making contact.
Parker's free throw is too hard. They barely get it across midcourt. Try to get it into Dean. Dean bounces it off his foot.
Trying to do one too many things right there from Dean.
But he bats that one away.
It's like, not in my house, not today, with this much magnitude of a game on the line.
Miguel's shot is too hard. Dean goes up for that rebound. Jags get it back. Tyvez on the left side works it back out top of the key. Tyree gets it back to Tyvez. Swings it right side to Miguel. Tyree's shot is no good. Perry pulls down the rebound, quickly up the court. Driving in the lane, not able to convert is Stevens. Dean pulls down the rebound.
Yeah, it was tricky there. He had good body control through the shot, but his arms were the problem there.
Get it inside to Dean. He's got his first 2.
Dean killing it on both ends. One with a get out of here Hall of Fame inductee, and then on the offensive side as well, just crushing it down low.
Right side 3 from Smith. Misses everything. Jags up the court quickly. Tyvez loses the handle. Smith with the basketball now, works it up the court quickly, pushes it up the court. Swing it into the corner. Left side 3 is too hard. And we've got a whistle and a foul on the Patriots. I think that's going to be on Jaquez Smith. That is his first. Team's first. Aaron Bird checks in for the Jags.
A little bit of a coaching moment from Coach Dipmitris here for Miguel. And we have a little bit more efficiency in the perimeter, although Miguel's hand has been hot as of late.
Raphael drives down the lane, throws up the right-hander, good.
And it's also worth noting too, John, that the Jags shoot into tonight's affair on a 6-game hot winning streak coming into tonight.
Drive down the lane is good for Ryan Stevens, his first 2. Tyree gets it to Tyvez. Tyvez has it batted away. Smith down the court quickly. Left side 3 will find the bottom.
Yeah, the Patriots are proving on defense that you cannot take your eyes off the ball if you're Augusta on their offensive possession. They can quickly turn that around into jacking up points on the offensive possession, as you just saw there.
Dean comes out to get the basketball. He gets it over to Tyvez. Raphael tries driving in the lane. Spin shot, left-handed, no good, but he is fouled. I think that's going to be on Kalix Stevens, his first.
Yeah, good baseline work all the way around. Raphael going baseline across, using the defender's body to his advantage, trying to get around, but then on the defensive side as well, not backing down, giving an inch. Very good square off down low.
Here's our media timeout, 15:46 to go. 7-6 Patriots. All right, Rafael Montero on the line for the Jags. First free throw's too hard. Does make the second one.
Pivotal shot to deadlock this game at 7.
Patriots looking to pick up the pace, it appears.
Augusta's adjusting to it well, though.
Perry for 3, no good. Winston Hill in the game. Got a foul on the Jags. I think it's going to be on Dean. Not sure. Nope, it was on Tyree Myers, his first. Sends Brandon Parker back to the line. Brandon's got 5 already. Still has 5. All right, makes the second free throw.
Yeah, and to your point, John, the Patriots are definitely picking up the pace, but Augusta St. They're sturdy and batting down the hatches on defense very well, adjusting to this more aggressive style of offense from the Patriots.
Raphael swings it right to Tyree. He gets in the lane and backs back out. Aaron's looking inside. Dish off to Raphael. No whistle. Smith comes away with it for the Patriots. He's taking it, dishes it back out. Drive down the lane, score the basket for Winston Hill. His first 2.
Good drive from Hill there, averting Dean and focusing more on the smaller Augusta defenders to where he'd have more free range to go up for that soft lay-in. Good choice there, and the Patriots are back.
Inside to Raphael. Gets it inside to Dean. Dean backs his man up and score the basket, I think.
Yeah, it's looking to be a blocking foul.
Brandon Parker trying to get an explanation.
Yeah, when Dean takes charge like that, it is hard to stop his momentum. He is so tough and rugged down there, and he just spun around, and the Patriots were not ready for it one bit.
And they may have called that on Winston Hill, his first. Miguel Arnold is back in. Darren Lucas White in for the Jags. And Troy Cracknell in for the Jags. And Dean will try to get the three-point play. Gets it to fall, ties the game at 10. And ball went off Jaquez Smith. Turnover for the Patriots.
We've had a couple of mental mistakes earlier by Augusta not watching the ball to where it's turned over for points on the offensive side for the Patriots. This time around, Patriots get a dose of their own medicine. Now let's see if the Jazz can capitalize on the Patriots' mistake.
Troy looking for someone to give it to. Gives it to Darren. Darren drives in the lane, puts up a soft shot. That does fall.
That quick decision from Darren to switch hands at the last second, then a soft follow through. Absolutely gorgeous arc on the shot and put it on home for the two.
Perry dishes off. Back to Davis. Davis for the three. Back of the rim. No good. Patriots escape with the rebound and a new shot clock.
Plenty of time here to set up their offense if they choose to do that.
Ball is stripped away. Quickly up the court. Work it back out to the top of the key to Aaron. Aaron gets it to Troy. Troy fires the three. That's no good.
It's an interesting shot selection by Troy. He was open, just could not convert on it.
Patriots working around left side. Driving down the lane, converts by three. Hill for three, no good. And despite the fact there were three Jags, Davis brings down the rebound. And they say jump ball, that goes to the Jags.
Troy made that happen for the Jags. He was everywhere, flying into the interior, out into the perimeter, trying to guard everywhere. And then his body coming in at the last split second, causing the tie up there, where nowhere left to go in the paint, caused the Jags to have that turnover.
Jags with the ball and a 2-point lead. Aaron gets it over to Troy. Now they swing left to Darren. Dean sets it, they pass it to Dean. Dean lanes it up, he's fouled.
It's a phenomenal decision there by Darren on the assist. You would have liked for him to have gotten it a little bit farther out in front to catch Dean in stride, so it would have been a little bit easier to traverse to the bucket, but Dean has a chance to convert otherwise.
First foul on Brandon Parker, fourth team foul. Dean at the line with 5 points. First one's good. Robert Barland is going to check in for the Jags, probably going to check in for Dean, give him a breather. Understand Dean's parents are here tonight. We'll be here Saturday for Senior Day. Second one falls. Dean will check out. Robert will check in.
Yep. Well, they are definitely loving what they're seeing. He's bringing every facet to his game out. Blocking, jump shots, interior aggressiveness, interior accuracy as well. The only thing he hasn't tried here tonight is his three-point game.
Again, will smother him, 7 on the shot clock. Little nice 15-footer from Jaquez Smith. His first 2 of the night.
Smooth all the way around, even in traffic. That was flush all the way through.
Aaron takes the shot, misses the shot. Troy pulls down that rebound, fights for 2 more and gets it.
The tenacity of Troy in the interior up against 2 Patriot defenders. He was like, this ball is mine. I'm going to take it, and you're going to have to foul me to do otherwise or rip it out of my hands to get it, because that was phenomenal offensive second chance rebounding by Troy.
Darren quickly up the court and is fouled. We're going to have our media timeout. 11:24 to go, first half. Jags are up 16-12. All right, back at Christenberry Fieldhouse, 11:24 to go, first half. Jags up 4, 16-12, and Jags are at the line. First free throw from Darren is no good.
When you turn the light on or off, it only changes what's in the preview. When you turn this on and off, take the scoreboard and it only changes. Oh, okay.
Does make the second.
Francis Marion is not down yet. I mean, they're only down by 5. It's been a tremendous contest thus far. Let's see what they have in store on their offensive possession here.
Davis with the basketball. Gets it over to Brandon Parker. They go inside. Quick pass back. Barlin shuts down the baseline. Gets the basketball.
Robert was like, get that fancy stuff out of here and just play simple or else I'm going to take it from you, and that's what he did.
Robert backs his man up. Gets it batted away. Dwight down the court quickly. That three is no good. The follow-up is no good. We're going to have a whistle on the Jags. Fouls on Troy. His first. Team's third. Perry is back in the game for the Patriots. Going to be a foul away from the ball on the Patriots.
Yeah, just a quick little body check there, kind of rerouted Darren there for a second, and the Patriots got called for it.
Second foul on Stevens. 6th team foul. Jags getting close to the bonus halfway through the first half.
Tevez thought about it, and you know he wanted it.
Long pass. Miguel's shot misses everything. And that will bring in Dean, Tyree, and Raphael.
Yep, that was one of those passes that you see quarterbacks always throw over to the edge of the end zone to try to throw a Hail Mary. That was a beautiful pass. It was a dangerous pass, but they couldn't turn it into anything.
Jags up 5. Perry. Pretty basket there from Winston Hill.
Yeah, and Hill doctored up Dean very well. Dean had position down low, but he's like, you ain't going to have this spot forever. And then he just spun off of Dean and just banked in too.
Tyree drives down the lane and draws the foul. I think this one is going to be on Ron Davis, and that'll be Davis's first foul. But it's the 7th foul, so the Jags are now in the bonus. He was shooting anyway, so he'll take 2. Tyree's first one, no good.
This one will be huge.
This one he does make.
Makes it a 4-point spread now.
Looking inside, not much there. Get it back to Parker. Parker spins, goes down the lane, picks up his dribble. Gets it back to Davis. 7 on the shot clock. Davis kind of wildly throws something up. Dean with that rebound.
His body was fading away from the hoop too. That was a tough shot to even try to convert on.
Tyree dishes off to Raphael, who does convert.
In traffic with 3 or 4 Patriot defenders around him. He wasn't even sure he had the ball until he gathered himself, gathered his hands, and shot it up. Great shot there from Augusta.
Nice dish inside to Winston Hill. Dean and Tyree have a bit of a discussion about coverage there. Miguel with the basketball. Gets it over to Tyvez. Tyvez, that's not going to be any good. Nice save. Tyvez will try it again. This one looks better and falls. And that's good for 3 plus 1. Foul was on Brandon Parker, his 2nd foul. And Tyvez will go for the elusive 4-point play. Yes, rattles it in. Jags have opened up an 8-point lead. Cox with the basketball. And they swing it back to Davis. Ryan swings it left. Parker brings it back out. Nice shot there, smooth shot there. Smooth. By Winston Hill.
Yeah, smooth and kind of deep Dean out a little bit there too. As far as Dean anticipated him going up, he waited a little bit longer, and that set Dean off kilter, and then an easier shot for him to make.
Raphael goes underneath, can't get it to fall. Up, no good. Perry with the basketball now. They get it in the hands of Brandon Parker. Gets it back to Hill. Hill's going to drive all the way down, lay it up and in. Little too easy there.
Yeah, Augusta had everybody concentrating on the perimeter, trying to take away a 3, and just forgot about the interior with only 1 defender even close to him. It's a simple shoot up the gut and shoot.
Tyree dishes off. Dean fade away, falls. 9 points for Dean. Left side 3, misses everything. Tyvez gets it quickly. Down the court to Dean, going down.
The vision from the Jags there was phenomenal. Dean kind of stayed back a little bit, and then once he got on the offense, he trekked through. Phenomenal vision to catch him in stride and to bring it on home on the follow-through.
Yeah, it's a timeout for All right, 6:45 to go in the first half. Off the Dean Williams slam. Dean's got 11 points. Jags are up 8. Long three finds the bottom for Jaquan Perry.
Perry just lays it in all nice and smooth with a tremendous arc, but Troy was a little bit late getting there. Wasn't much of a contest on the defensive end for the Jags, but regardless, a beautiful shot nonetheless.
Troy gets it back to Miguel. Swing it to Tyree, who drives in the lane, lays it up. Good. And we're going to score that basket.
It was like three defenders on either side of him. I'm just going to take this up through them, switch the hands over, and then create contact, and he is at the line.
That was on Kendall Wall. It's Wall's first, and Tyree will go for the three-point play. Yes.
That's taking charge when there's nothing there and creating something out of nothing. Very good presence there from Tyree on that play.
Back up to 8 for the Jags. Hill with the turnaround, lays it up and in. He's got 12.
If the Patriots can keep it within a 10-point spread here as we wind down in the last 5 minutes of the half, they have got to feel good about themselves, but the Jags are trying to press the pedal to the metal here.
Tyree's shot is no good. Tyvez's shot is no good, sorry. Hill gets it over to Davis. Wall. And Winston's shot is no good. He's having a hard time getting up, a little slippery on the floor.
Jags couldn't take advantage of it because they couldn't get the ball to Troy, but he has been all over the place on defense.
Shot does not fall, but nice rebound for Raphael. 2 more for Raphael.
With 3 defenders around him, and he had the base under him and used their bodies against them to get the rebound and then put the follow-up through.
7 points for Raphael. Jags back up 8. Perry, or I'm sorry, Davis with the shot. Good, pretty. That was actually Stevens that made that shot. Good looking shot.
Absolutely pristine.
Long three for Miguel. Dead on the back of the rim. Davis up the court quickly. Cross court, left side three, good. And that Dimitrius now wants to talk about it. 4:01 to go in the first half, and it's Jags up 3. Jags ball. Dean with the basket. basketball, gets it over to Tyree. Tyree, Aaron in the game. Troy from the left side for three. That finds the bottom.
Quick passes and assist all the way around to Troy, and then at the edge, absolutely converts.
We've got a foul. Not ready yet. But we didn't have a foul. Jags have only committed 3 fouls here in this half.
Yeah, it's been very disciplined thus far. Although Francis Marion's come to play so have the Jags with disciplined defense. This has been a phenomenal half.
Dish back out. Left side high arcing three doesn't fall. Ball bounces in the air. And a foul on the Jags, I believe. That foul is on the Jags. Their 5th foul. Ball is up for grabs, and Darren comes away with it. It's going to go all the way and followed up, but Darren was fouled first.
Very good job by Troy there with an emphatic follow-through. If Darren didn't get fouled, just an exquisite transitional play if the bodies were not there for Francis Marion to put a halt to it.
Again, we mentioned it's a big night in the Peach Belt Conference. USC Aiken playing UNC Pembroke at the Convocation Center. The Pacers lead Pembroke 50-48 at the half.
And also, too, the Jags defeating UNC Pembroke elevated them up to where they are right now. So it's been a tough go of late for UNC Pembroke. They hope to look to get back on the winning side tonight.
Darren missed the first one. Does make that one. Davis with the basketball. Get it over to Dwight. Parker, that's not going to go. Ball is batted up in the air, and I think Troy committed that foul. Nope, called it on Tyree. Tyree's 2nd foul, Jags 6th. Tyree will check out, and Miguel Arnold will check back in.
Jags just a tad over aggressive there.
That long arcing three is no good.
Raphael with a great contest on the shot. He had a hand right square in his face.
Troy from the right side for three, no. Ball is batted out, and the Patriots come away with it. Hill with the basketball. Back to Winston.
Dean stepping out like that, stopping penetration down low, forcing the ball back out.
Davis dishes off from the free throw line. That's good for Douglas Dwight. His first 2 of the night, and the Patriots are back to within 5. We've got just about 2 minutes to go in the half. Ball is stolen away, and he stepped out of bounds. Nice play by Dwight, but trying to get the basketball, stepped on the out-of-bounds line.
Yep, just trying to walk too much of a tightrope on the far side there, trying to keep it in bounds, just could not, just a minor step out. But that also may be a huge infraction depending on what happens here.
Darren drives down the lane, throws up the basket, draws the foul. Throws up the ball and draws the foul. Little shaken up.
That was a good job from Darren, though, seizing his opportunity, discovering the lane to drive in, penetrating with no drawbacks and with force, and Now he is at the line looking to convert on 2.
Gabriel Dickerson in the game for the Patriots, and he committed that foul, his first. Darren's first free throw is good. He's got 5.
Wouldn't look for Francis Marion to try to tone back on the fouls in the second half, but also the fouls that they've committed have come in at pivotal points in this game to where either Augusta has been able to spread their lead out further or have been able to take the lead off of them.
Didn't make that one. Smith with the basketball. And nice play there by Hill. He's got 14.
That was a tremendous job backing down Raphael in the process and then putting up a soft shot to connect with.
Raphael gets it over to Darren. And they swing it right to Tyvez. He's looking for Raphael. Gets it to Dean. Dean back to Tyvez. Right side, 3, good.
Catch, release, shoot, and catch back again. Tyvez to Dean to Tyvez. Put a little pepper, as we like to say in baseball, and that right there absolutely puts a stamp on the first half with that 3.
Hill loses the handle. Dean comes away with it. Miguel crosses midcourt, gets it to Darren. Darren sets up the offense. Ten on the shot clock. Dean grabs it. 7 on the shot clock. Dean gets it back. Darren's got to put it up. Hey. Doesn't fall. Dean taps it up and in.
Dean with that reach advantage of his, just with a little lob tap there, converts on it.
Foul's going to be on Miguel. That's going to be his second. It's going to send the Patriots to the line, I believe, for 3. Jaquez Smith at the line.
We cannot express to you how crucial these 3 shots are.
He makes the first.
Patriots can get it back within a 7-point game.
That one falls. And he makes that one.
And that's huge now because it's a 2-possession game.
Clock inadvertently, the butt inadvertently sounded. I don't think any time went off the clock, but for some reason the buzzer sounded. All right. Jags get it in. Darren's going to have to hoist it. That's not going to count. And we go to the locker room with your score, the Jags 43 and Francis Marion 37. Welcome back to Chris and Berry Fieldhouse on the campus of Augusta University. Taking a look at some of the first half stats. The Patriots 15 of 32 from the field for 47%. They were 3 of 13 shooting threes. They were 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Jags were 50%, 15 of 30. They were just 3 of 13 shooting threes, and they were 10 of 15 from the line. Winston Hill leads the Patriots with 14 points. Jaquez Smith has 8. Brandon Parker has 6. Calix Stevens with 5. Ryan Davis with 2. Douglas Dwight with 2. Dean Williams leads the Jags with 13. Tyvez has 9. Raphael has 7. Darren with 5. Troy with 5. Tyree with 4. As we mentioned earlier, it's a big night in the Peach Belt Conference. Over in Aiken at the Convocation Center, the Pacers are taking on UNC Pembroke. And with 13 minutes to go in that ball game, the Pacers are down by 1. We get set for our second half here.
That is crucial because coming up on
week from tonight.
Yeah, on the 27th, we're actually in Aiken.
Jags are back at Chris and Berry Saturday for the final home game of the regular season against Georgia Southwestern, and then a week from tonight travel to the Convocation Center to play Aiken. All depending on how these two games go is how important that game is in Aiken.
Oh, absolutely, and not only that, but this game can go a long way, as we talked about earlier too, in determining how many games the Jags host here at Chris and Berry. We could be looking at, if the Jags went out and the Pacers lose, we could be looking at the semi and state in the Peach Belt tournament being hosted here.
The foul was on Calix Stevens, his 3rd offensive foul. Right side 3, no good. Get the ball back to Smith. He bats it over on the left side. That 3 is no good for Stevens. Jags with the basketball now.
That was good touch and go and precision passing, though, by the Patriots.
Less than 10 on the shot clock. Tyree with the basketball. He fires the 3, no good. Ball's batted up in the air. Tyvez gets it back down. He goes cross court to Miguel. Miguel from the left side for 3. That's too hard. Miguel just does not have his shot tonight.
Now he's been long on a couple, but Tyvez, though, underneath, showing some grit, getting the second chance opportunity, even though Miguel had a hand in his face. He's trying to connect with him. It's just some have been too long, some have been off the rim, off the backboard, and nothing's come of them.
Hill with the basketball now. Dean on him. He dishes off to Parker. Left side. Parker shoots the 3. Goes in. Comes out. Ball is batted out of bounds by Hall.
Great anticipation there of where the ball was going to be by Hall to get a finger on it to make the Jags kind of reset their offense and give the the Patriots a chance to reposition their defense here.
That 3 is good from the right side for Miguel. He finds it that time. First 3 for Miguel. Ball's picked up by Tyree. Dishes off to Raphael. Raphael cannot convert. Dean tries keeping it alive, and he does. He's going to force it in for 2 more.
Dean's height worked to advantage really well. He had 2 defenders well undersized underneath him, and he got the defensive rebound, but 2-on-1, Raphael going strong and just couldn't convert.
Nice drive there by Ryan Davis. Jags up 9, 48-39. Tyvez goes inside to Raphael, who traveled before he was fouled.
I love how Tyvez knew where he wanted to go with the ball before he even got it in his hands. He knew he wanted to go inside to Raphael. Tremendous pass to get it down there, just could not hang on to it underneath. Let's see if the Patriots gun with that quickness on offense.
Could not convert there. Jags up the court. Miguel pushes up the court. The right-handed layup from the left side. Jags up 11.
Fluid, absolutely gorgeous on the body control and the shot as well. Tremendous shot.
It took a while, but there was a whistle and a foul. It's on, I think, Raphael. First foul on Raphael for second team foul on the Jags. Basket there for Winston Hill.
Yeah, that was the best shot selection, even though I'm kind of surprised they went underneath against Dean and how much of a wingspan and how tall he is. When Dean had the better positioning down low, still would have thought it would have been better to go outside, but they do create a shot underneath and make it.
Miguel with the right side three is no good. Patriots get it inside to Hill. Hill's going to put it up, and he's fouled by Miguel. That will be Miguel's third foul. I'm sorry, they called it on Raphael, I think. Not sure about it. I think they did call it on Miguel, I think. First free throw for Hall is good. And he makes them both. Little pressure being applied by the Patriots.
John, the official score, gave that foul to Raphael instead of Miguel.
Okay. Raphael dishes to Dean. Dean wants to spin, but traveled as he bumped into one of his own players. Here's our media timeout. 15:46 to go in the ball game. Jags up 50-43. All right, 15:46 to go in the ball game. Jags are up 7. $8:22 to go in the game in Aiken, and Pembroke leads the Pacers by 3.
That would be considered a pretty big upset. if not a major upset.
The whistle and the travel.
As we've mentioned all year long, the Peach Belt Conference drastically improving year after year, and you're seeing it right here on this hardwood floor with the second and third teams going toe-to-toe, and with the first and fourth going in Aiken.
Francis Marion, the only team to beat Aiken, beat them twice.
Here, or in Aiken and at Francis Marion.
Dean pulls down that rebound and draws the foul. Foul was on Winston Hill, I believe, his second. Nope, sorry, Kendall Wall, his second. Dean with the basketball on the free throw, and too hard.
This would be a huge monkey off the back of the Patriots if Dean cannot score here, and it's still a 7-point game.
A lane violation, I believe, on Tyvez, or a foul on Tyvez. First foul on Tyvez, explaining how he was able to get that rebound.
Yeah.
Quick pass inside. Going to wave off that basket. Offensive foul.
When you go up against Dean, it tremendously is tough to convert. Not only that, but you had, I believe, Miguel underneath as well. That's who initially took the charge, but Dean on the back end. It's hard to get the shot up above Dean Williams as high as he is and with his wingspan the way that it is.
Second foul on Davis. Tyvez in the corner. Picks up his dribble and has a bit of a problem. Get it to Dean. Dean backs up a couple of players, throws it to nobody.
Phenomenal.
Tries to go up and get it, but Ryan Davis is just a little bit higher and gets the two.
Yeah, Kendall on the back end stealing it away from the Jags off of Dean, and then the follow through on the offensive board. Look out, because Patriots are marching through.
Tyvez loses the handle. Here come the Patriots. Right side three, no good. Dean pulls down that rebound. Score here by the Jags would be useful. Ball does not fall, but the foul is called.
Not only that, but this does slow the pace down too and allow the Jags to catch their breath from having a track meet back and forth across the court.
Third foul on Jaquez Smith, and Tyree will go to the line. First one falls.
This one would be huge because the difference between a 3 and a 2 in a two possession game and 2 threes of a 2 possession game, meaning more difficult shots Francis Marion would have to make if he does make this one.
And he doesn't. Patriots with the basketball now. Jags up 6. Stevens gets it back to Hall, to Hill. And that's going to be a foul on Aaron. That could have been holding. Third foul on Aaron. Darren checks in for the Jags.
bringing that anticipation and elusiveness with him on the court.
Dean blocks that.
Yep, there's another get out of here Hall of Fame inductee right there. Dean Williams is ever so present on that defensive end, blocking very well tonight.
Troy checks in. The turnaround shot is short. Dean pulls down that rebound. Ball is batted away, and Troy was the last to touch it.
Two things there, just took his eye off the ball and closed his hands a little bit too quickly there in order to grasp it. Could be a huge break for Francis Marion if they can create points off of it.
That's going to be a foul, I believe, on Raphael. That is the team's 5th foul. Raphael's going to come out. Tybez is going to come in.
Yeah, it's pleading his case, but just Gus is thankful that it wasn't a shooting foul.
Been a while since the Jags have scored. Trying to draw the foul, and they do draw the foul on Dean. First foul on Dean. Winston Hill will go to the line with his 18 points.
When you can get or agitate Dean to get him out of his comfort zone in the interior and into the perimeter or within 17, 15 feet and create contact, it's going to be to your advantage.
First one's no good. Does make the second one. And Hill will take a seat.
It's down to a 2-possession game, 1-possession game with a foul.
Darren from about the free throw line, and he gets it. First points in a while for the Jags.
He knew the space that he had to shoot off the shot even before he jumped up. He's laser-like on the focus there on that shot.
Parker gets trapped. I'm not sure I know what that call is. I think it's a foul. Foul is on Troy. It is his second.
Augusta already with 7 fouls within 8 minutes in the second half. Might want to look at playing a little bit more disciplined defense while keeping up the same aggression.
Parker makes the first one. Misses the second.
Tight defense for Francis Marion here.
Darren throws it back out. Picked off by Dwight. Lays it up and in.
Shortest lead the Jags have had in a while, down to 4.
Tybez gets it into Dean. Dean backs his man up, gets it to Dean. Dish out. Tyvez drives in, dishes over to Troy. Troy picks up his dribble. Tyvez for three, doesn't fall. Nice hustle by Darren, hits the two.
The intensity down low, fighting for that second chance offensive rebound, awarded to Darren right there. What a play underneath. But credit Francis Marion's defense too, playing sturdy as I'll get out as well, forcing the Jags to create something.
And Francis Marion just did backcourt. We've got our media timeout, 11:02 to go. Jags up 55-49. All right, Jags will have the ball. Darren with the basketball now. Dean drives, double team, puts up the shot and gets fouled.
Dean steady underneath, sandwiched in between two defenders, still creates a contact at the last split second. This is what the Jags definitely need here to expound on their lead.
Dean will go to the line. He's got 15 points on the night. Makes the first.
And if you're the Patriots, this is not what the doctor ordered here. Two fresh, stress-free shots that can easily put you back at a 7 to 8 point deficit when you cut it to 4. It's not looking good right now.
Second one does not fall. Wall with the basketball. Send it over to Parker. Ball is batted away. That's going to be goaltending on Dean. Hill's shot with it away, but Dean goaltended.
Still split second too late.
Raphael will check back in. Troy will sit. Pacers beginning to pull away from UNC Pembroke.
Going to make that February 27th showdown even more.
Both teams win Saturday, and they win. The Jags win tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Still got a lot of work to do.
Absolutely.
Patriots dish back out. 10 on the shot clock. Nice basket there by Winston Hill. He's got 23.
Hill just one step ahead of his defender there. Got the corner when he needed it most. This game, as well as that game that we just mentioned, is turning into a must-see game. And every game from here on out will be must-see for all 4 teams involved in the top 4.
Dean for the 3. No. Scrum for the basketball, out of bounds for the Jags.
That's one of those things where you have it room rattles. Your emotions are on an all-time high. Then when it pops out, your emotions plummet. Man, oh man, was that close for Dean being a 3.
Tyvez will inbound. Nope, sorry. Tyree will inbound. Left all alone. Tyree from the free throw line. No, but tapped in by Dean.
Dean with that soft, caressing hook that he has on his hands, able to follow through and spread it back out to a 5-point lead.
Parker with the basketball now. Dribbles into the lane. And he traveled.
Tough break for Francis Marion. They had several people open, but it was a good shot. Just a minor mishap there cost the Patriots a critical 2 points.
Tyree with the basketball. Gets it across midcourt. Gets it over to Dean. Back to Tyree. Inside to Raphael. Lays it up, no good. He gets it back. Puts it back up. Left-handed, good.
Well, when you don't have it on the near side, adjust to the far side. Get it on the left hand, and that's a hand that Raphael brought it on home to amass to Augusta's 6 point.
Got another travel. And the Patriots want a timeout. 8:20 to go in the ball game. Jags up 60-53. All right, 8:20 to go in the ball game. Jags are up 7, 60-53.
Patriots might want to step up their defense. Put their defense on lock as the Jags have the ball.
Tyree with the basketball now. Gets it to Raphael, inside to Dean quickly. Dean softly, too soft, follows it up. That's better.
That is the downside to having your smallest roster out on the court. Your smallest 5 is when you have somebody like Dean who can reach over everyone. It's easier for him to get second chance rebounds.
That shot misses everything, but they follow it back up. And I believe we're going to have a foul.
So from a strategy standpoint, you sacrifice length for speed, and it pays off for him here because they're at the line.
Foul's on Miguel. It's his 3rd. And we've got our media timeout. 7:46 to go. Jags up 62-55. Back at Christenberry Fieldhouse, 7:46 to go. It's a final in Aiken. Pacers beat UNC Pembroke 90-87. So the Pacers continue their winning ways.
You want to fight for a playoff spot, you got to go through tough contenders, and the Pacers did that tonight.
So the Jags need to keep pace. First free throw is good. Or the free throw is good.
If Francis Marion does pull this out, the Jags and Francis Marion will be tied for second place.
Ball is stripped away.
Raphael just lost a little bit of his handle at the last second.
That three is good from Smith.
Down to a 3-possession ball game. Or a 3-point ball game.
Dean backs up Hall. Soft spin away, doesn't fall. And we've got a foul on the Patriots. Second foul on Hill.
And now you're also, John, in a territory where calls from the refs can be critical on both teams at this point.
Layup is no good.
Good job of driving in, just could not connect with it.
And the Patriots are within one.
The ever elusive one-possession game.
Nice pass down to Raphael, and he scores the two.
It's phenomenal transition, phenomenal job, Miguel. See Raphael in transition, get it down there in front of him to where he could post up and then connect with a shot.
Driving in the lane, dishing back out. Parker throws up the right-hander, no good. Dean pulls down another rebound. Tyvez, left side three, yes!
Tyvez bringing in 3 more critical points. When the tough gets going, that is when the clutch shots for the Jags come calling. Miguel's done it, and then Tyvez knocks it down right there.
Hall loses the handle. Jags get it down to Miguel. Miguel doesn't have the numbers, but he's going to back it back out. Smart play by Miguel. Get it inside to Raphael, inside to Tyvez. Tyvez has it batted away.
It's exquisite pass there. The Jags just couldn't do anything with it.
Parker from the left side for 3 that rattles in. And they're back to within 3.
You throw a jab, I'm going to come right back with a cross and keep this within arm's length of a ball game.
Miguel with the basketball, gets it over to Dean. Tyree fires up the 3, that's too hard. But Raphael pulls down the rebound, cannot convert.
You want to see 2 heavyweight contenders going at it? Jags and the Patriots right here at Christenberry Fieldhouse.
Hill drives down the lane, uncontested 2.
Exquisite drive underneath. Dean too far underneath the basket to have any impact. The Patriots took advantage of it really well.
25 points for Winston Hill.
He's had a good night.
Raphael's soft little right-hander is good. Dip wants a timeout. 4:08 to go in the ball game. Jags up 3. All right, 4:08 to go in the ball game. 4:08 to go in regulation. Jags up by 3, 69-66. It's Patriot basketball.
Yep, you're coming off a massive high with the Raphael soft floater in. Timeout there. Just slow everybody down, get your game plan straight, and let's play basketball.
Davis drives in the lane, dishes back out into the corner for Parker. He goes baseline. Tries dishing off. Now they fire it back out. That's too hard. Fight for the rebound. Scrum for the basketball. Tyree comes away with it. Fought a couple of Jags to get it. Into Raphael. Raphael backs his man up. That's going to be an offensive. No, that's going to be a blocking foul. Ooh, that could have gone either way.
Yeah, that was a tough call because his base was center, but he was also leaning, so it could have gone a charge or a block. Just a huge break for the Jags.
Tevez at the line. 12 points on the night. Makes the first.
Trying to put breathing room here.
Makes them both.
Back to 5.
Smith with the basketball. Smith drives baseline, dishes back out. Going to be an away from the ball foul on the Patriots. It's going to be on Jaquez Smith, his 4th.
He's trying to get position underneath, just too much aggression going against Dean right there. Put his full weight and full body behind it and got called foul.
Miguel top of the key now. Inside to Raphael again. Tevez on the left side. Raphael drives on in, scores the basket. Player is defender for down.
Yeah. Might have gotten tangled up with his feet. An opening for Raphael to just push on through.
Jags up 7. Little turnaround shot again for a Winston Hill. It is 27th point and a timeout. 2:23 to go. Jags up 5. All right, 2:23 to go in the ball game, at least in regulation. Jags are up 5. The Pacers have already won tonight.
Jags are in a fight for their lives for the 2nd spot in the Peach Belt. Up by 5.
Back out to Tevez, inside to Dean. Dean double teamed, throws up the shot, that's going to be short. Fight for the rebound goes to the Patriots. Davis almost loses the handle. Get it back out to Davis.
Taking a little bit of time just to readjust and then drive.
Takes the drive on Dean and no whistle and 2 points for Ryan Davis. He's got 11 and they're within 3. 90 seconds to go in regulation.
So at this point, you want to take the highest percentage shot available, and if that's the simplest, it is the simplest. But if it's also a contested shot, but it's the percentage-wise the best, take that.
Under 10 on the shot clock. There goes Tyree. Drives down the lane. Nothing there. Raphael has it batted away. Got to get it up. Not going to make it. Shot clock violation. Dean's dips trying to tell him you got to use your head. Nothing hit the rim.
It is a pivotal mistake when we're down to the wire like we are. Now, can the Jags play crucial defense when they need it the most?
We have 1 minute to go in the regulation.
Francis Marion may pick up the tempo here.
Driving down the lane, picks up the dribble, dishes it back out. Parker drives. Parker traveled.
Denying the points that he connected with, too. That was huge.
All right. Patriots bringing in a little pressure, a little trapping defense.
Might be time for a foul here, John, too.
And that way. Tyree gets it across midcourt, going for the trap. They get it to Miguel, back to Tyree. Tyree gets it over to Tybez. 8 on the shot clock.
If it goes off without a whistle, the Patriots will have the last shot.
Ball is batted away. Fight for the rebound, tied up. A travel is called on the Patriots.
What a turn of events.
Now we might be seeing the foul. 15.5 to go.
A massive call under 16 seconds. And the Jags are in favor.
The officials are conferring. All right. There's a conversation. I think Patriots want a timeout. 15.5 to go. Jags are up 3. All right, 15.5 to go in regulation. Jags have the ball and a 3-point lead. Jags looking for win number 20 on the year.
So if you're Francis Marion here, you want to try to play defense to where the Jags cannot go to Tybez or Miguel on the inbound from Tyree. You want to try to get it in Dean's hands or Raphael's hands and then foul them, preferably Dean for the foul if you're the Patriots here.
We've got a foul. Foul is going to be on Kendall Wall, his 4th, and it's a bonus situation. So Dean will go to the line. Now we have big free throws. Dean only 4 of 7 from the line tonight.
Francis Marion, if they had to pick the lottery, this is the guy they want on the charity stripe out of the other 5 that are on the court right now.
We've got a whistle and a lane violation on the Jags. All right, so here we go. 16.7. A 3-point Jag lead. Davis loses it off his foot, out of bounds.
A loss of concentration at the utmost inconvenient time in this ballgame may cost the Patriots the 2nd place position in the Peach Belt, unless we have another foul coming.
Doing a little housekeeping. All right, so here we go. The inbounds with 9.2. There's people running all over the court. Here's the foul. Tyree goes to the line to seal this. I think they're calling it 2 shots.
And it's rare that he misses on both, but that's a prayer that the Patriots are praying on.
First one's good. And there's the big one. All right, 8 seconds to go. Jags up 5.
Key here for the Jags, don't foul.
Trying to get the ball in. They get it to the That's going to be your ball game. Jags are going to move to 20-5. The Patriots will fall to 18-6. Jags importantly go to 16-3 in the conference. Francis Marion falls to 14-5, as we mentioned. The Pacers beat UNC Pembroke, so the Jags do what they need to do to keep pace. The Patriots were 28 of 55 from the field for 51%, 5 of 20 shooting threes, 9 of 13 from the line for 69%. Jags just 27 of 62 for 43% from the field, 5 of 22 shooting threes for 22%. They were 16 of 27, also from the line for 59%. As far as your scorers were concerned, Winston Hill led the Patriots with 27. Jacquez Smith had 11. Ryan Davis with 11. Brandon Parker had 10. Kalik Stevens with 5. Douglas Dwight with 4. Jaquan Perry had 2. Dean Williams had 20 for the Jags. Raphael contributed 15. Tyvez with 14. Darren had 9. Tyree with 7. Miguel with 5. Troy with 5. Again, the Jags, their 20th victory of the year. They will be back in action here at Christenberry Fieldhouse on Saturday. They'll play at 3:30 against Georgia Southwestern.
Yep, we're going to try to get an interview with one of the Jags players once they come up, so stay tuned for that. What a heck of a ball game.
It was a good game.
Absolutely a heck of a ball game.
Important win for the Jags, so we will let you guys talk.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, guys. Just have a sit.
We welcome you back here to Christenberry Fieldhouse. The final score, the Jaguars defeat the Patriots 75-70. I'm Robert Ambrose. I'm joined by the star of today's game, Dean Williams. And Dean, just what a game today. They were basically barely behind you the entire way. You never let them pull ahead. You made so many crucial stops.
Yeah.
What does this kind of win mean to you?
For us, it's just like, we had 4 games in 7 days. Our main goal for us was just go 4-0. We've achieved that here, but we got to look forward to, the playoffs coming up and, taking it one game at a time. So it's a good win, but we got to get back to the drawing board, get back to practice, keep working hard and stuff, because we can't become complacent because, any team in this division and this conference can, have their day and, beat us.
Absolutely. You guys this is win number 20 for you guys,
yes,
and you guys have obviously your senior day coming up, and you get a conference tournament game in 2 weeks. You're looking forward to every single aspect of that?
Most definitely, yeah. I mean, especially for our freshmen, stepping up is going to be a big task for them playing in tournament time. But, we feel that they're ready because every time they just come to practice, go hard. And, they've been thrown in the deep end, but they're handling it really well. So without them, we wouldn't be where we are right now.
And in a game like this, with each possession, with the game being close the whole way, what kind of pressure is that each possession for you? How much pressure does that add to each possession?
For some of the guys, it's a lot of pressure, but for myself, I just stay calm. As long as we're up, it doesn't really matter. You can make a mistake, but as long as you get it back on the other end, defense or offense, it cancels it out. So, just got to keep level-headed and keep playing through your mistakes, and that's how we come back from being down or being ahead by 2 or 3 the whole game. Just keeping our heads up and not letting one play define the whole game. So,
absolutely. And on Saturday, you guys have senior day coming up. What are you looking forward to about that aspect of things on Saturday? What do you feel like it's going to be like for you?
Just being able to reflect on my career here. It's been 4 years, but it's gone like it's been 1 year. So it's good to be able to get all the people in here, especially my parents being over there and stuff. It's a really good experience for myself and for everyone else. It gives the freshmen as well, and some of the sophomores and juniors, something to look forward to too, because it's a big accomplishment to make it through 4 years. So I'm just looking forward to it, excited.
So they're all able to make the trip all the way from England for
yeah.
senior day. That's really awesome that they're able to do that, isn't it?
No pressure.
All right. And also with looking ahead to Saturday, is there any scouting report you're willing to share on Georgia Southwestern?
They're a team that's very hot and cold. If they're on, they're on. If they're off, they're off. But we just got to come prepared, and approach the game like they're on fire. So, as long as we do that, I think we'll close out well.
All right. We appreciate your time. Dean, we'll let you enjoy this one and wish you best of luck, of course, on Saturday and beyond.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. Dean Williams, everybody, the star of today's game. Once again, the final score here from Christenberry Fieldhouse, the Jaguars defeating the Patriots 75-70. We'll be back to wrap things up in just a moment.
What I asked him too is what I want to do on Saturday is get everybody who's willing to, all the seniors who are willing to come up here. Come up here.
Does Taylor know you want to do that?
No, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go tell him.
So, all right. You want to do a quick wrap up and just be done?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Chris as we prepare to wrap things up here. The Jaguars victorious here tonight, 75-70 over the Patriots of Francis Marion. I'm Robert Ambrose. I'm joined by Blake Collins as we wrap things up. Blake, share some of your thoughts on this one.
One of the best games I've seen here at Christenberry Fieldhouse. Was it electric? I mean, from the Francis Marion standpoint, you're coming up against a number 2 team who not only took down the number 2 team in UNC Pembroke, or actually 2 or 3 team in UNC Pembroke a couple of weeks ago, but you're also coming up against a team who is, before this game, has won 6 straight games on a 6-game winning streak. Add a 7th one here. Did they come with fire as well, though? They played tremendous offense, adding speed and a depth that Augusta was ready for. They adjusted to very well off the top. And Dean coming in here with 2 blocks and 2 more additions to the Get Out of Here Hall of Fame as well. And not only that, but clutch shooting from Miguel, clutch shooting from Tyvez, from Raphael. Free throws were a pivotal aspect in this game as well. Cannot take anything against Francis Marion. They played their hearts out. They absolutely created turnovers and created points off of those turnovers at times, which kept them in the ball game. And then their center, who I believe his name was Hill, against Dean, had one of his best nights he's had as well here. 20-plus points on the night as well. So they came in here ready to play. Augusta is just a driving force that overtook Francis Marion. So hands down to Francis Marion, but absolutely a tremendous night from Augusta and all players on Augusta.
Yeah, Winston Hill, their 6'7" freshman center who Dean had to face. So since he's only a freshman, Jaguars will see a lot of him in the next few years, not just possibly in the conference tournament coming up in a couple weeks, but in the next several years, we'll see a lot of him.
Not only that, but you look at it, it's a table of 2 catalysts here, too, because Dean Williams is exiting Augusta after this year.
Yes.
Hill, as a center and forward, is just entering into his Francis Marion prime. So it's a tale of two different centers there going at each other. The senior got the best of the freshmen here tonight, but he is going to be a catalyst in their future game plans for 3 or 4 years to come.
Absolutely. It'll definitely look forward to seeing how that all plays out and all that stuff. So once again, the final score here, Jaguars winning at 75-70, coming up on Saturday in what will be the beginning of a very busy weekend of Augusta University athletics right here in this parking lot with doubleheader here at the Chris. Basketball, the women play Georgia Southwestern at 1:30 Eastern Time, followed by the men at 3:30. And we have a baseball doubleheader just across the street at Jaguar Field at 11 and 2, and then they'll play again at 1 on Sunday, and a softball team will play a doubleheader at noon and 2 on Sunday as well. So it'll be a very busy weekend. We'll bring all the basketball action for you, however, here on the Augusta University Athletics Network on YouTube on Saturday.
And we do want to touch on this. We'll drive it home again on Saturday, but Wednesday at Aiken, Augusta plays USC Aiken.
Oh, I can't wait.
In what is going to be a surefire game you do not want to miss and must see TV if you are a Peach Belt Conference basketball fan.
Absolutely. Dean mentioned when I interviewed him just a moment ago, obviously they can't look past Georgia Southwestern.
Right.
But still, that's going to be a great one. And the Jaguars lost a heartbreaker to Aiken here earlier this year, 75-76. They'll look for a little payback in that one.
And not only this, too, one more thing before we close out. This win is a very crucial win in the prospects of the Jags hosting more than one playoff game here at the Crisp.
Yes, it is.
Aiken will have to lose out. But with the Jags gaining victory here, and if the Jags can continue the victory tour through Aiken, through Lander, and here at Georgia Southwestern on Saturday, there's a possibility that we will host not only the quarterfinals, but the semi and state for the Peach Belt Conference as well. So we will a lot riding on these next 3 or 4 games, Robert.
This just keeps getting better, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The intrigue is at an all-time high.
Absolutely, and that'll be it. We're going to wrap things up here as, once again, the final score from Christenberry Fieldhouse, the Jaguars 75, the Patriots 70. This has been a special presentation of the Augusta University Athletics Network on YouTube for Blake Collins. I'm Robert Ambrose. Good night, everybody.